Hello guys, Abhishek here. In this video, I'm gonna show you that how can you retrieve or how you can parse the cookies from the request headers or the request sent by the client in your server. So basically, in the previous video, we have seen that how can we create the cookies and how can we send the cookies to our user or our client which is using our API. But in this video, I'm going to show you that how you can parse or retrieve or extract that cookie, as extracting, retrieving or parsing the cookie is one of the most important thing that you have to know as a Node developer. So let's get started. So first of all, you can see I have already made a project there. The name of the project is Node.js cookie parser. Inside that, I do not have like many things. I have a node modules, I have a package log and package.json file, or inside the app.js I'm going to write my whole code. So first of all, I have installed the express by writing the command npm i express as we have seen in previous video. And after that, I have made the express application by writing the line called constant app is equal to express. Now what we can do, now we have to write a route. So whenever user make a get request on that route, we are going to parse the cookie of that user from the request and then send the cookie back to the user. So to perform this action, what we can do, we can write app.get. Now I am going to give it a route name, so I can give it extract cookie. So we have given the route name, and after that we have to give the request and response handler. So I can write async, which is means asynchronous function, and inside that I can write request and response, and this is an arrow function, so I'm going to write okay. So after that, what we can do inside this, I already told you that if you do not know, the cookies are usually stored in the request. Usually not, the cookies are stored in our request. So to extract the cookie from the request, we need a package called cookie-parser. So what we can do, we can go to our terminal, and inside the terminal you have to write a command called npm i --save cookie-parser. So basically, what is a cookie parser? So cookie parser is a package which help us to parse or to extract or to retrieve the cookie from our request headers. So let's wait for it to download, and then I will show you that how you can use cookie parser. So we have successfully installed the cookie parser. Now what we can do, first of all, we have to import the cookie parser. So to import the cookie parser, we can write constant cookie parser is equal to require cookie parser. So as you can see, here it is. So now what we have to do, we have to initialize our application, our express application by cookie parser. So to do that we can write app is equal to app.use, and inside that I can write cookie parser. So you can see I have imported the cookie parser, and after that I have write the code called app.use cookie parser. So what this will code do, this code will initialize my application by using the cookie parser. So the next thing we have to do is simply to get the cookie, we have to write a code called constant cookie. So I am making a variable here with the name of the cookie, and inside this cookie variable I am going to store the cookie we have received from the request. To write that, I can write request.cookies. So we have just get the cookie from our request, and after that, what I told you that I am going to send the cookie I received to the user as a response. To send the cookie as a response, I can write response.status 200. So I already told you that the status 200 means that our route has successfully ended, or we do not have any problem in our route, and the request the user made on this route is successful. So after that, I want to send a JSON body to the user, and inside the JSON body I'm going to write your cookie as in key, and the value of this your key or your cookie will be this variable cookie. So I can write cookie. So basically you have seen what I have done. I have written code called app.get, and whenever the user make the get request on this route, this function will run, and inside this function we will get a request or response. So the request inside the request our cookies is stored, so we can write constant cookies equal to request dot cookies. So I have stored the cookies in the cookie and in cookie variable, and after that I made a response to the user. Inside that I have made the status 200, and inside the JSON body I have sent your cookie as in key, and the value of this is this cookie, this variable. Okay, so now I have to run this code to test on my local host. So to run this code on my local host, I have to write app.listen, and after that I have to give it a port. You can give any port, but the port I am going to give it is uh, 8000, and after that I have to give it a callback function. This is an arrow callback function, and inside the callback function I have to write console.log server has been started. So if our server runs successfully, so this code will going to print, or this line is going to print the server has been started. So to start this application, what we can do right now, I can open my terminal, and inside my terminal I can write node app.js. so what this command will do, this command will run my app.js file, and inside the app.js file I have some code, so it will run that code. So let's wait for it to run that code. So you can see here the server has been started, so means our code has run successfully. Now what we have to do, we have to open our postman. Now you can see my postman has been opened. Now I have to write the URL to my local host. So you can do the same thing. You have to write http, after that colon / local host, and then I have to give the port name. Currently my application is running on 800 port, so 8000, so I can write 8000, and after that I have to write the route. So if you go back to the application, so my route was extract cookie, so I have to write extract cookie as a route here, or a path here, extract cookie. So now as I told you that the cookie is basically stored in the request headers. So if you go to the headers, and you will see I have no cookies here right now, so I will create a fake cookie. To create a fake cookie in the postman, you can write cookie, and after that cookie, and after that I already told you that cookie is nothing but a key value pair. So I have to write a key. I will write key as an ID, and is equal to the value. I am going to the value as 1 2 3 4. So I have successfully made an a key value pair of cookie. So here's a cookie. Now I'm going to send this request, and let's see what happened. So you can see the response has been, the status is okay, and I have get a response, and inside the response you can see your cookie, and inside the your cookie you can see I have got the cookie ID 1234. So this is a simple tutorial that how can you parse the cookie from the request headers in Node.js.